Solving a quadratic equation with the quadratic formula. Step 1, get all terms on the same side and get it into standard form. So the first thing I have to do is get everything onto the same side. And I need to have it in standard form, which means the squared term goes first, the x term goes second, and then the constant goes last. Second step, identify A, B, and C. A, in this case, would be 2. B, in this case, would be -4. And C, in this case, would be -8. Step 3, plug A, B, and C into the quadratic formula, which you will need to memorize. So the quadratic formula is x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times a. Step 4, simplify under the radical first, then the top of the fraction, then the fraction. You'll see what I mean by that. So under the radical first means that we would square -4 and then we would do the multiplication that's inside that radical. 4 times 2 is 8, times -8 is -64. And then we would combine those things inside the radical. So 16 minus -64 is 80. Then we would simplify all those numbers on the outside, like that. Now, we're ready to simplify the thing on top of the fraction, which is the radical itself. So when I'm simplifying the square root of 80, I would want to factor 80 as much as I can. So 8 and 10 go into 80. 8 breaks down into 2 and 4. 2 is prime. 4 breaks down into 2 and 2, both are prime. 10 breaks down into 2 and 5, both are prime. So 80 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So square roots, when you're simplifying, look for twins. There's a twin of 2's, there's another twin of 2's. For every set of twins, you pull out one of those factors. So for this, I write a 2 times. For this one, I write a 2. The 5 is left behind because it's not part of a pair. So the square root of 80 is the same thing as 4 times the square root of 5. So I'm going to replace that here. And now simplify the whole fraction. If all the numbers outside the radical have a common factor, and these do, you may eliminate it. So these all have a common factor of 4, which when I eliminate that out, those would all become 1's. So this would be 1 plus or minus 1 times the square root of 5 all over 1, which can simplify as 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. My answer is not fully simplified, so I have 2 answers, 1 plus the square root of 5 and 1 minus the square root of 5. You may check your answer in your calculator using the store and plug method, but that's not required, it's optional.